guys, today we're back in another video. Today we're going to be looking at the new update that Ptfs just had. It's pretty huge and there's a lot about it and there's something really special. So we hope you don't miss it and be sure to stick to till the end of the video and we'll show some cool features and stuff. So yeah, we have a really special update to get through. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so the first feature is the brand new Perf airport remodel that you guys probably have seen. Also, sorry I'm late making this video. I've been pretty busy. So the ATC tower is somewhat back here in the parking lot for some reason. In the old airport, it was on the taxiway. But I guess it's back here. Let's have a look at the ATC. Some oranges, because the developer is orange. And here is the runway and stuff. ATC and everything. Here's all it is. There's a lot of space. There's 5 seats, satellite. And then there's just windows to look out of. But I guess it's a good view. A little further from the runway than all the other airports. And now we're gonna go look at the main area of the airport. This is just the parking area. The rest of Perf hasn't really changed, just the airport and stuff. There's also another thing that I'm gonna tell you, but I don't wanna spoil it. So over here we have the check-in desks. Then we have an airport board right here. We have some more check-in desks because this airport's gonna be big and a lot of the Ptfs community is probably gonna wanna play it. Here's some bushes, seats, departure boards again. And then here are the gates. It shows 16 general boarding. And these gates are insane. Just look at this. That's what it looks like. Honestly, it looks pretty sick. And then to get up, I just would go through here. And then we keep going. Okay, so this little wing right over here on this left side, this is kind of special on this side right here because it has 2 areas to board. It has like a general boarding and a normal, then the other boarding, maybe like first class. But it says they're both general boarding. So basically there's 2 entrances into the gate and they merge. It's to like separate the passengers into groups. Then there's a gate right there. Pretty cool. But yeah, there's a ton of gates. It's basically just like this for a terminal. It's just like there's a gate and all of that. Here's the area for clothing. And then there's a bus to gates 30 and 32. That's just a bus station. Then that is the end of the terminal for right now. That's the wing of the terminal. Over here are the other gates. And it goes all the way up to 19, but we're not done because we have another terminal. Also, this gate is really big. Look, they have like some stairs for some airports. That's pretty nice. It shows the clearance 4.8 meters. It's pretty cool. It's got a lot more detail, I noticed. Here's what it looks like from outside view. It looks pretty cool. The gates are very high. Like in height, at the max height. So yeah, we got a cool road. Like some, I don't know what this was for. And here is the ground crew station. There's some tires, some vehicle spawners, and obviously you have the plastics, you have the baggage truck and all of those stuff. Stair trucks, there's actually a stair truck for the 737. And here's like a station in here, I think. This isn't a bus because I'm in a private server, as you can see. But yeah, that's a pretty cool feature that they have. Also, I spend some of my Robux on the private server. So here's what the airport looks like. This is like the first terminal. And then here's the second terminal. This airport has a ton of gates. Here's the bus exit. They use bus to transport. Here are a ton of gates. It's just like this. You exit like this, and then you go out here to the gate for that. Then it's basically the same for all of that. If y'all are wanting to see what this was to gates 40 and 47. I haven't checked out that though. I'm probably gonna check out that. So it's the same for gate 20, 21, 22, and then there's a bigger area. This is just the check-in area. I have checked out this before. It's check-in area, luggage, and all of that. The board, and then yeah, it's basically it. And then here's a road. Kind of looks like a part of a runway, but it's not, because it'd be a road. The runways are over there. They're much more detailed, so you can tell. But yeah, the gates are basically just like you walk through these doors, and then it's a small aircraft spawner. So you can spawn a small aircraft, and they'd go at all of these gates. There's 29 gates in total, and that's a pretty big amount. And if you want to see this is a cool feature. The hangar actually opens, and you can go inside it. There's this thing, I don't know why it's there. Then there's another one of the hangars, I'm guessing the same thing. Yeah, same thing. And then there's just several more hangars with gates, other parking spots. Same runway design, much hasn't changed. And we should also go ahead and check out more stuff. But yeah. That's kind of it to the airport. They just remodeled the main terminal. Just gonna see if they had an update to the cargo terminal, but I guess they didn't. They just left it like that. It would be cool though. They should have finished that. Here's what the whole airport looks like. That's basically all there is to view. There's one more thing I want to tell you guys about this update. There is a new airplane. You go to open spawner. We have all the classic airplanes. We have a new DC-10. Comes in many liveries, including American Airlines, Delta, British Airways, Doncor, Korean Air, and all, Lufthansa, New Zealand, and a ton of these airlines. So I'm just gonna do, I'm not trying to be like accurate, but I'm just gonna do an immediate takeoff. Maybe not. I'm just gonna show y'all the plane. We might fly this in the air, but I'm probably not. Here is the cockpit over here. You have the pilot seat and everything, the controls, a little touchscreen or something. Then we have another seat, I guess, for long haul flights, more controls. And then here is some of the plane. I guess there's only one on this front row and one, and then there's two on this front row, and the rest of the layout is just two seats on 3 rows wide. Go all the way back here. Here's the exit. Then this is what it looks like on some of the sides. They have the engine at the back of the plane by the tail, kind of like how it is. But yeah, that's basically the plane that they added. And yeah, that's basically it for this video. There was the perf remodel and the DC-10 plane. And yeah, we hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to not miss any videos. Comment down what games you want me to play next. And we will see you in the next video. Peace.